Hi guys, Elizabeth here. Thanks for joining me. I am going to do the project pan, the seasonal project pan 7 summer flings. I blatantly stole this right off of Stephanie from Thedaiseygirly. I will link her video below. And basically a project pan is when you take a specified number of items out of your collection and really focus on using those up. Like if you do a 10 pan, you can do it. There's really not a whole lot of rules. You can do it like till they're gone. You can do it for a set amount of months. This is seasonal. It'll go on from now until September 22nd, the last day of summer. So let's get started. The first item is really multiple items. I have 3 mascaras open. The longest I've had open is the Dior Show. I also have the Lancome Hypnose Drama. And then the last one is one I've opened pretty recently, the L'Oreal Voluminous Original. I've had this before and I didn't remember liking it that well. It's very popular on YouTube. A lot of people really like this. But it was on like clearance for like $1.50, and I thought, you know what, I think when I used it before I had a lot of samples of higher end ones, and I just kind of was like, it doesn't really do quite what I want, and I just want to move it on out. So I thought I would focus on it this time, but I've been using it for about a week and it just it darkens my lashes and it makes them longer, but I don't really see the volume I'm looking for. So for this project pan, now if I was giving you guys advice, I'd say throw them all out and go get your Monsieur Big that you from Lancome that you love. But since I'm better at giving advice than receiving it, this project pan until September, I am going to work on all 3 of these. I'm going to start trying mixing and matching and doing whatever I can to get them used up. I don't guarantee that I'm not going to get frustrated and just toss them all out and go buy a Monsieur Big, but I'm really going to try to at least use them for the next 3 months. Boy, that was a long discussion. The Stila Stale Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I've had this going for quite a few months now. I can't quite remember how long. A lot of people talk about how their Stila dries up immediately, so I'm thinking if I've already been running this for like 4 or 5 months, because I got it pretty close to the beginning of the year, but it seems to still be going strong. But it's not my favorite because I have to be very careful because it's a liquid liner, and when I've got like little lines, it'll seep up, and instead of giving me a sharp line, which is what I got the liquid liner for, it kind of seeps up into those lines, and then I have to make it thicker. So again, instead of just like going, what the heck, it doesn't work like I want to, I'm going to try to use it up in a project pan. So that's item number 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, did I bring out enough items? The next is this Makeup Forever. I can't remember. I used to have the thing on the back. It's an M54 or something. I really don't remember. But what I use it for is not eyeshadow. It's kind of this purplish gray color. It actually worked as a contour shade for me. And it also worked as an eyebrow shade for me. Which is weird because, it's a purpley gray. It's not brown. But I haven't been contouring much lately, and since I've gained some weight, I definitely need to. And I was using the Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil. So I've decided I'm going to go back to using this. It's getting kind of an older item in my collection, and I really need to start using it down. So I've got a little bit of pan showing, and I would like to definitely get the inner ring, the entire inner ring showing, and pretty thin around the rest of it. So that's what I'm hoping for in this project. Plus it'll give me an excuse to get back into contouring and trying that. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are these glazing eyeshadows by Butter London. I purchased all 4 of these in a set at the end of December at the after Christmas sales. They're only good for 6 months, so they're all expired. They all have like kind of a pudding texture. I didn't use them as much as I wanted to because they don't really pick up on an eyeshadow brush. So I have to use my fingers, and I don't have a lot of lid space. And so it was hard for me to get in there, and I never really bothered that much. Now I wish I had because they're drying out. So I tried to decide which one to put in this project, and I decided, you know what, they're all getting older. They're all needing to be used. I'm just going to put them all in. So this is the really beautiful, I believe it's called Amethyst. So I'm going to try to get these used up and not have wasted my money on them even though they're drying out. So that is Amethyst. The next one is called Icing. I believe this is a beautiful bronze. I've got a white mat I have these on. That was probably a mistake because I'm dropping. So there is the Icing. It's kind of like a bronze color. But I'm like, I'm just so sad I did not use these. This one is Moonshine. And the reason I did is because it was hard for application, but I should have just, look at that. I should have just bit the bullet and did what I could. Now luckily, because they were at the after Christmas sale, I don't even know how to describe that, kind of like a gold sparkle. I got them at an after Christmas sale at Ulta for $12 for the set. So not too bad. I think it was like $56 or something for 4 originally. And this is called Starlight. And that's how much I have left in that. It's a little deceiving when it looks like, oh, you know, you've got big dips in them. It didn't have that much product to begin with. I've probably used each of these maybe only 4 or 5 times. Starlight is kind of a pinky shimmer. Trying to get it up close and personal to the camera. So there are the 4 colors. I think they're gorgeous. They all have a lot of sparkle in them except for Amethyst only has a little bit. I have it on my eyes today, but then I covered it with a sparkly shadow. So, but I mean, like I said, that is kind of deceiving. It looks like, oh wow, you've used a lot of that product. There really wasn't a whole lot in there to begin with. So each one of these glazins I'm going to count individually. Oh, that's so pretty. So between that and the eyeshadow that I use for contour and for my brows, my Stila, which it really seemed like I have a lot left. And between these 3, the three also ran mascaras. Now I know a lot of people love these. The L'Oreal Voluminous, the Lancome Hypnos Drama, the Dior Show. But for me, it's the use up that already have open but don't love ones. Thanks for hanging in there with me, guys. If you do Project Pan, let me know. If you're going to jump in on this project, let me know, and I'll talk with you later. Bye.